大家好，欢迎回到我们积极心理学课堂。今天呢，我们的主题是坚毅。那么，因为我们这个模块呀，主要是讲自强不息。那么此前的话，我们讲了讲我们怎么样有一个更好的动机，怎么样能够享受你自强不息里面的福流，怎么样能够从自己的价值观和意义出发，来能够更好的坚持做事情。但有时候啊，这个事情确实没有那么让你享受。这个时候的话，还是需要强调坚毅。那么关于坚毅呢，研究它的一个著名心理学家是美国的 Angela Duckworth， 她的话其实是一个华裔，中文名字的话叫杜李惠安，因为她本来的话是叫李惠安，但是的话因为嫁了一个老公叫做 Duckworth， 所以的话在前面加了一个夫姓杜。那么她的话最近写了一本书叫 Grit， 在国内的话就直接翻译成坚毅。它的副标题很有意思，叫做释放激情与坚持的力量。那也就是说，他认为坚毅啊不仅仅是坚持，同时的话还有激情。所以的话，今天我们的课呢，首先的话讲一讲坚毅是什么，它为什么重要。那么其次的话是怎么样提升坚毅呢？那么首先当然是坚持。其中的话，首先我们会讲一讲自律，它有什么样的一个生理基础，你怎么样利用自己的身体变得更自律。然后我们讲一讲几个坚持的小策略，以及坚持的一个大敌，那就是完美主义。但同时的话，我们也要讲一讲激情，就是怎么样用激情来促进你的坚毅。这里面的话主要有2点，第一的话是兴趣，第二是价值观。最后的话，我们会讲2个和坚毅非常相关的概念，那就是成长型思维和刻意练习。那么关于坚毅呢 ，Angela 曾经在 TED 上面做过一个很有名的演讲。那么他的话把坚毅这个概念解释得特别好，在里面的话中文把它翻译成毅力，但其实的话和我们说的坚毅是一回事儿。我想请大家先看一看这段视频。
When I was 27 years old, I left a very demanding job in management consulting for a job that was even more demanding, teaching. I went to teach 7th graders math in the New York City public schools. And like any teacher, I made quizzes and tests, I gave out homework assignments. When the work came back, I calculated grades. What struck me was that IQ was not the only difference between my best and my worst students. Some of my strongest performers did not have stratospheric IQ scores. Some of my smartest kids weren't doing so well. And that got me thinking. The kinds of things you need to learn in 7th grade math, sure, they're hard. Ratios, decimals, the area of a parallelogram. But these concepts are not impossible. And I was firmly convinced that every one of my students could learn the material if they worked hard and long enough. After several more years of teaching, I came to the conclusion that what we need in education is a much better understanding of students and learning from a motivational perspective, from a psychological perspective. In education, the one thing we know how to measure best is IQ. But what if doing well in school and in life depends on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily? So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. And in every study, my question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to West Point Military Academy. We tried to predict which cadets would stay in military training and which would drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee and tried to predict which children would advance farthest in competition. We studied rookie teachers working in really tough neighborhoods, asking which teachers are still going to be here in teaching by the end of the school year. And of those, who will be the most effective at improving learning outcomes for their students? We partnered with private companies, asking which of these salespeople is going to keep their jobs and who's going to earn the most money. In all those very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. And it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. A few years ago, I started studying grit in the Chicago public schools. I asked thousands of high school juniors to take grit questionnaires, and then waited around more than a year to see who would graduate. Turns out that grittier kids were significantly more likely to graduate, even when I matched them on every characteristic I could measure, things like family income, standardized achievement test scores, even how safe kids felt when they were at school. So it's not just at West Point or the National Spelling Bee that grit matters, it's also in school, especially for kids at risk for dropping out. To me, the most shocking thing about grit is how little we know, how little science knows about building it. Every day, parents and teachers ask me, how do I build grit in kids? What do I do to teach kids a solid work ethic? How do I keep them motivated for the long run? The honest answer is, I don't know. What I do know is that talent doesn't make you gritty. Our data show very clearly that there are many talented individuals who simply do not follow through on their commitments. In fact, in our data, grit is usually unrelated or even inversely related to measures of talent. So far, the best idea I've heard about building grit in kids is something called growth mindset. This is an idea developed at Stanford University by Carol Dweck, and it is the belief that the ability to learn is not fixed, that it can change with your effort. Dr. Dweck has shown that when kids read and learn about the brain and how it changes and grows in response to challenge, they're much more likely to persevere when they fail because they don't believe that failure is a permanent condition. So growth mindset is a great idea for building grit, but we need more. And that's where I'm going to end my remarks, because that's where we are. That's the work that stands before us. We need to take our best ideas, our strongest intuitions, and we need to test them. We need to measure whether we've been successful, and we have to be willing to fail, to be wrong, to start over again with lessons learned. In other words, we need to be gritty about getting our kids grittier. Thank you.
好，在刚刚这个 TED 演讲里呢 ，Angela 解释了坚毅是怎么回事，以及它为什么重要。她在这本书里的话，也提出来2个公式。第一呢，就是成就等于技能乘以努力。你技能越高，当然成就就越高。但是，假如你在技能一定的情况下更努力，那你的成就当然也会更高。但关键在于，技能这个东西不是不变的。 它也会随着你的努力而提高，所以呢 ，Angela 又提出第2个公式，叫做技能等于天赋乘以努力。也就是说，有的人他天赋确实高一些，但是呢，他如果不够努力，那还不如那些天赋虽然不高，但是非常努力的人。 我们如果把这2个公式结合在一起，把第2个公式里的技能带入到第1个公式呢，我们就得到成就等于天赋乘以努力的平方。也就是说，一个人能够取得多少成就啊，确实天赋和努力都重要。但是哪一个更重要呢？其实是努力，因为努力的话，它是以平方，也就是说是双倍的这样的一个权重加入到这个公式的。你虽然天赋可能只有别人的1半，但是你努力是他的2倍，最后你的成就 很可能就是它的2倍。为此的话 ，Angela 做了很多研究来证明她的结论。比如说，在她所在的宾夕法尼亚大学，她调查了那些本科生的坚毅程度以及他们的成绩，然后发现坚毅和成绩的相关系数呢达到了0.25，这是一个接近中等的显著相关。而这些大学生和他们入学时的高考成绩，也就是说美国的 SAT 考试成绩有多大的相关呢？ 是0.30，比这个坚毅与他们大学成绩的相关系数呢稍微高一点点。但是呢，如果在控制了 SAT 成绩之后，也就是说，假如我们看2组人他们的 SAT 成绩是一样的，那么这个时候他们的坚毅能够跟大学成绩达到多少相关呢？是0.34。所以呢，我们可以发现坚毅与大学成绩是有很大的关系的。 那么在另外一所学校，比宾夕法尼亚大学还要艰苦的一个学校是什么呢？是西点军校。这个坚毅的话就更加突出了。那么事实上的话，西点军校曾经被福布斯杂志评为世界上最好的学校，说它比哈佛还好，因为它学生的话不仅仅是要求成绩好，还要求身体好，还要求有领导力，还要求有非常好的道德品质的体现。那么这样的话才能够被这个西点军校所录取。但是录取之后，仍然有一些学生虽然如此优秀，他们还会退学。为什么呢？因为他们坚持不下西点军校那种非常艰苦的训练。那么事实上，他们一进校之后，在第一个暑期就有一个著名的叫做野兽训练营，在那里面的话，很多学生最后没有办法承受这样的野兽训练，选择了主动退学。那么此前的话，西点军校对此疑惑不解，因为他们发现那些学生在录取的时候，其实个个表现都很优秀，为什么还会有些人坚持不下去？怎么样才能够最好的预测哪些人能坚持下来，哪些人不能坚持下来呢？那么 Angela 的研究就发现，最能够预测一个学生能不能够坚持下来的，就是他的坚毅指标。他测量了这些西点军校军官生的坚毅，结果发现那些坚毅比较高的学生，他们的坚持率比普通学生高出了60%。这个预测效度呢，高于其他我们常见的一些预测效度，比如说这些学生的自控力，或者是尽责心，或者呢是西点军校在录取这些学生时候的一个综合打分。这个里面呢，包括他们的高中成绩、SAT 考试成绩、领导力、身体素质等等，所有这些呢，他们的预测效度都比不上坚毅本身。那么因此这个研究的话，其实也说明很多人说坚毅这个东西没什么了不起的，不就是自控力加上尽责心吗？不是，我们可以发现坚毅它的预测效度既高于自控，也高于尽责心，所以可见它是一个独立的有效度的维度。那么不仅仅是大学，对于中小学也是一样的。比如说达克沃斯和他的合作者曾经在98所芝加哥的公立学校12000多名高三学生中做过一个研究。那么我们知道，在芝加哥的公立学校的话，其实状况是非常差的。那么比如说他们的孩子的话，大多数是来自于那些不太富裕的家庭，那么学校的话也没有足够的经费，社区的话也比较破败。那么比如说在 Angela 做的这样的一个研究里面呢，1万多名高三学生，最后只有4000多名学生是做了有效的回答。可见这些学生的进取心和他的一个助人力的话，其实都不算太高。那么这些学生呢，有45%是西班牙裔，43%是非洲裔，剩下的话是白人和亚裔。因此呢，在这些学校，他们有一个严重的问题，就是虽然这些学生都已经上到了高三，注意啊，他们的那个公立学校的话，一般是4年级，所以的话，他们还有1年才毕业。但是呢，很多人没有办法及时毕业。怎么样才能够预测一个学生，哪怕他已经上到了高三了，能够在高4年级及时毕业呢？ Angela 就发现，坚毅这个指标是能够非常有效的预测一个高3学生能不能够在高4的时候及时毕业。那些比较坚毅的学生啊，他们的及时毕业率要比其他学生高出21%。而且呢，这个预测效度的话，高于学习责任心、学习动机、标准化的考试成绩等等。也就是说，哪怕一个学生他的标准化考试成绩很好，但是呢，他不够坚毅，最后的话，他能够及时毕业的概率呢，还比不上一个考试成绩不算太好，但是比较坚毅的学生。